But we don't just speak and preach good words. We bind the brokenhearted. Binding is a healing process. That's why we have to be so careful who we call sinners. Quite frankly, we shouldn't be calling anyone sinners, right? But people are judged by their character, by their doings. By your fruit, you should know them. But we, as being leaders, preachers, anointed, we have to bind the brokenhearted. Because it could have been just one sin. But one sin amongst a very righteous household could carry such a heavy burden. One that they feel can never be forgiven. Now, as you know, we could bind something, but it's up to God to heal something, right? Binding, we could wrap it around to relieve some of the pressure, but it's God that has to heal the brokenness. Only He could do that. And that requires time. But while they're waiting, you bind it, right? You're speaking to the spouse, you're speaking to the children, saying, hey, where they're weak, I need you to be strong. Work together as one flesh, one body, one mind. Even as Christ sees us, the church. We could sometimes feel captive. I'm tired of doing the same thing. I'm tired of going to the same church. I'm tired of hearing the same word. There's liberty that needs to be heard. The liberty is that as long as you have a good foundation, you could begin to enjoy life. But there is a time where you have to work on yourself to break up your fallow grounds, come after God, and receive a better foundation to live your life and base your life from. Think about it. When you meet Christ, it could be when you're 20, when you're 30, when you're 60. How many things have you learned? How many bad habits have you carried over that needs to be taken away, that needs to be destroyed, and needs to be removed? You understand boundaries, and within boundaries, there's a great amount of liberty. All God wants you to know is who you are, where you are, and where you're going. And anything that conflicts with those three things, don't do it. Wrongly accuse. Accusations spewed against you and you had nothing to do with it. Preaching to those prisoners that they can be freed. Speaking specifically about a marriage, there's many who's mourning. Those who are single are mourning. And it's such a difficult time, 2021, because a lot of weaknesses are made known. And it's up to us to preach the acceptable year of the Lord. The fact that that mourning will be relieved because Christ is coming back for a prepared church. Don't lose focus. You still have to work on yourself even in the midst of destruction. Don't lose the faith. The faith is that you're going to get to heaven. Have you seen it? Have you seen your home yet? Have you seen the streets paved with gold? No, you haven't, but you're hoping for it. And as you hope, you continue to work regardless of what life is showing us.